little story for you about the power of your art. So I had something happen to me a little over a year ago. It was an interaction with someone close to me, and it caused a lot of sadness, depression, anxiety, all the things. Like it took a pretty long time to get over. I feel like I'm finally over it. And then my daughter one day says, I heard a song that you need to hear because I think you're going to really resonate with this song. And it's a song by Olivia, Rodrigo, called The Grudge. And I listened to it, and I just got chills thinking about it. Like, literally, that song was the exact situation that I went through. I feel like I could have written every single word of that song, every single lyric of that song, minus maybe one or two, applied to this situation. Like, it says May in the song, and it happened in December. And honestly, just thinking about the first time I heard that song is making me tear up about it. And then in the middle of making this video, I read the lyrics. But something very specific happened to make Olivia Rodrigo write that song in such a specific way. She's describing a very specific situation, and it's very personal to her. And that song wasn't written as a way to heal the pain of other people who have gone through that experience like that, but her telling her specific truth, her sharing her voice, her expression of feelings. You know, this song from this 20-year-old girl like reached across the void to a 43-year-old woman, and it struck a chord in me so deeply because it was so true to my experience. And to see my pain reflected like that, and to see my feelings reflected like that, like, I'll never forget that. And that's what art does. And I'm not saying that all your art has to be emotional, deep, and meaningful or whatever, but when it is the most true to you and it is the most specific to you, that is the most powerful art. If she was trying to like reach anybody who's had a heartbreak and talked real vague about it and real general about it, like, it wouldn't reach the level of depth that song got for me. So as vulnerable as it is and as hard as it is, like, tell your specific story, feel your specific pain, express your specific voice and message and feelings, and whatever it is you feel called to do and create. That is the art that's going to make a difference. It's going to be powerful. That's going to strike a chord in people. That's going to get them to love what you've made. And that reciprocal relationship between the artist and the viewer, between the musician and the songwriter, between the actor and the audience, like, that magic that happens because the artist had the courage and the vulnerability to put their pain out in the open for us to see and for us to feel. And that's what I love so deeply about art. And I know what it's like to go through those emotions of creation. I wrote a very deep memoir about my experience of life and my feelings. And I have come through it on the other side a completely changed person, and it has impacted other people's lives, but it was very specifically me telling my own story. And if you feel that's you, if you feel like you have something to say, something to express, something to transmit out into the world, whether it be in book form, in art form, whatever it is, you know you have that. Like, you've always known. And there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of vulnerability that goes in it, and you need a lot of support. I had to have a ton of support to be this vulnerable in print and have my family read it. So if that is you and you need support, please reach out and schedule a call with me to talk about coaching. I've lived the creative process my whole life, and I am passionate about you telling your story and you getting your voice heard, and you bringing forth the thing that you have in you to bring forth. You know, and I know you have it in you. And let's make it happen. Let's make that thing happen. You know it's time.